Welcome to Old Boys Toys, back in the man cave. Here we have part 3 of the Arado build. I hope you enjoy it. Well, let's make a start on the engine and the floats. As you can see, I've got my weight ready for the nose weight. There's not many parts to it, but it is quite awkward to get things to fit. I've had to do a fair bit of fettling to get things to fit. The same with the engine. There's a lot of little bits and pieces, bits of flash and sprue and all the rest of it that do tend to get in the way. So let's make a start. We'll start with the float, and this has got to go into the slots. It's not too difficult. Just get some glue and stick it in. If I can get my top off the glue, that is. That's better. Well, we'll let that go off a bit. Let's make a start on the engine. Now, as you can see, this is the sort of order they suggest. Not that it makes much odds, but we are quite lucky in the fact that there's only one way a lot of this stuff will go. So it's just finding the corresponding things, and it does go together quite well. It has taken a bit of fettling to get that into there then. It's just a case of gluing everything together. I should do that bit. And we've got this bit on this side. Now, as you can see, you've got a tab and a tab. So it's not incredibly difficult. I did find this fit quite well. Just line things up. And voila. Right then. That is all together now. It's held by tape, and I'll put the nose weight in. So that's just ready for a bit of fettling and having the top put on. That goes something like that. And that should fit in there like that. Most of it's gone in alright, but that bit's a bit low. Come on up. There we go. I said there might be a bit of filling to do. As you can see, it's a bit tricky, this part. It does seem to and that will basically be the hull. There'll probably be a bit of filling to do. I haven't stuck that in at the minute. I might have to put a bit of plastic card underneath that bit to keep it up a bit. So that's that bit done. Right, back to the engine. We got those two parts on. And on the front of that, we have this one, which is that. Once again, nice little tab on it. Fits in quite nicely. Once you get it aligned, which is fine. Bit of extra thin on that. Let the capillary action hold it in place. And that's that piece done. Now on the back of that, you've got this one. Now once again, you've got tabs to line up. One thing I hate about this glue is this brush. It's far too long and thin to be accurate with. So that goes on that way. It will only go one way. And these all go into these, into the head. Rather like that. And then it's just a case of sticking those in. I'm being reasonably generous with the glue because I don't want these sods coming out. But hopefully the extra thin will grab sooner or later. Bung some round there, stop that rocking. Sorry about that, the camera decided to turn itself off. So where was we? Said all those are in now. All these parts are there. Now these come in two parts, and I found it easier to stick them together before fit them on the model. And I'll show you where they are. Where's my pointy stick? And as you can see, that is one part and that is another. And the same with those two. So basically I fitted the first part to it and then carried on and fitted the second. And those joined those two together. It's not the best fit in the world, but they do go together and it doesn't look too bad when it's actually on the model. And the same with that one. That's where it's, let's get it in camera, that's where it joins. So I put them together before I actually fit it to the model. Now this is the part you don't glue. That just slides straight through. And then this part goes over. Once again, you've got a good keyhole, so you know it only fit one way. Once that's done, it's just a case of gluing it in place. So if I take that off, try not to glue the centre bit. Line it up. Voila, done. So that's majority of the engine together now. And if you look at it, that's the part I didn't do on camera. With these two, which fit in two holes there, they're right tricky little buggers. But it's quite doable. They're just like an elbow joint that fits on. Now then, where do these go? Right, that goes between the two of those. So that goes in there. Rather like that. Now because they're stuck together, I think whoever does it will find it a fair bit easier to put this on, because they'll be bloody awkward trying to hold that part and all the rest of it while you're trying to place them in the right place. So that's that one on. And then if things are right, this one should fit. I can pick it up. And that one there. Come on. Something like that. Let's unglue them first. Make sure they're home. And that is basically the engine built, ready for paint. That's that done. Also, while I was off camera, I put the top on. And it did fit quite well, but I've had to use a bit of Mr. Surfacer for a gap just here and here. So that's it on the base, and that's that done. So this is basically where we are. And that is where I'm going to end this episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. Gives you an insight into this kit. Nothing's too tricky. There was a few awkward little bits. Them two things here, there and there. That was a bit awkward getting it in. Just no room for anything to get in. You just got to wangle it in and stick them down. But I said I'm quite happy with the way it's looking. There's no big fit issues. And this is where we've actually got to on the Arado build. You see the float is now complete apart from the rudder. There's a choice of two rudders. But I know what I'm like. If I stick the rudder on, I only end up snapping it off, so that can wait till the end. That's the engine completed. Quite a nice detail engine. And that's a fuselage. It's only taped together because I'm still undecided what to do with the wings. You can either have them folded or straight, but it's a choice you've got to make before you stick the fuselage together. So I thought I'd leave it until I make my mind up. So the next episode will be on to wings and floats and tail. So hopefully I'll catch you soon. Bye for now.